Summer had us embraced in a way that made it feel like it would never let us go. We had left a long winter behind us and rushed into a dry and hot May. As the days slowly grew longer, they were replaced by an unsettled and slightly more typical Swedish summer.
Light in the morning, coffee in my cup, sound of your footsteps.
So it's a beautiful morning here, and just checked on the sheep, on the ewes. They're doing well. The grass is sort of running out in this paddock, so I'm thinking maybe I should move them, well, by the weekend at least. We've had 6 weeks now, almost five and a half weeks of drought, so no rain at all. This next week it's a little bit more unstable, feeling very blessed, and the ewes seem happy.
And all the while, as summer finally caressed our yearning soul, the days continued to unfold their great beauty. The fabulous summer evenings offered not only a colorful spectacle across the sky, but also reminded us of how incredibly lucky we were. Having endured a long and dark winter, we now entered a season full of beauty and light and ease of life around every corner we looked. It's a wonderful reward. That is the Swedish summer. As a farmer entering summer without stress, as the growing season is so short and the weeks to harvest all the feed and straw needed to survive the long winter is a bit of an art and nothing that comes naturally. That's why I often try to remind myself not to let summer pass me by, but take time to experience the stillness and the beauty all around, with which we have now suddenly become so intensely spoiled. The feeling that hung in the air was that of an exciting time lay upon us, as we slowly got ready to welcome a new member into the family.
Pappa någon.
Ja, men det finns lite sylt.
Pappa, jag är slut. Pappa.
These things aren't a given, they're the heartbeats of time. The songbird in the willow, the wind in the pine.
Är det någon som har tejpat där?
Luktar pil.
Det är fint där.
Det är inte någon harboskit.
Vad sa du?
Ingen harboskit. Ja. Så vi ska sätta den i lastaren, eller i...
Den här sätter vi. Och sen i den och den. Jag ska ringa honom. Jag kan ringa honom ikväll och höra lite.
So yesterday we went to visit our new puppy. Her name is Asta. Oh, I'm so excited. This feels so amazing. I just cannot wait. I've had dogs all my life, and it's only the past 10 years that I've lived without a dog. But now we all feel that, you know, a dog would be perfect in our lives. We have the time and we have the resources, we have the money to, you know, take care of a dog and give it a good life. So I really can't wait. We're picking her up on Friday, so in a week's time. And it's going to be really exciting for the kids, I think, to raise a puppy. So yeah, anyway, we are super excited. In a week she'll be here. We can't wait.
It was probably the fastest week of my life that just went by. And finally the days had come when we would pick up our 8-week-old puppy. A new era had just begun in our lives, and we've probably never been as ready as we are now.
So, sorry to have to interrupt this video, but I just want to say a short message about how you best can support me and support the channel so that I can keep making videos just like the one you're watching right now. So a few months ago I was finally monetized by YouTube, which means I can start generating a little bit of an income from ads that are shown during the videos. But after having thought about it for a while, I decided that I don't want ads running on my videos because I feel it both interrupts the flow of the video, but it's also really a nuisance that we're always constantly bombarded by advertising messages about all the things that we don't have, and the idea that buying new stuff will make us content and satisfied and happy. I don't believe in that idea at all. I don't find it helpful. It's not something that I live my life by. The best thing to do in that case is to stop ads altogether on my channel. But that means that in order to make these videos and pay for the cameras and pay for the drone and the music and everything, I'm dependent on you guys, the viewers who watch the videos, to support the channel in any way you find that you can. So I've set up a buy me a coffee, and I will probably set up a Patreon in a little while, but you can buy me a coffee. There's a link down in the description below. All the money goes 100% to just paying for my equipment and the basics behind actually, you know, just making these videos. I hope there's somebody out there who has found the videos interesting. Maybe you learned something, maybe you felt a little bit inspired, I don't know. But regardless, if you feel like sponsoring the channel and supporting me, I would be so blessed and so happy. And all the information you find down below in this video, so I can keep making videos like this. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Now back to the video. So it's a windy day, and it's a bit cooler today than it's been recently. We've had about 26, 27, which is very hot, very warm for this time of the year. Usually we get those temperatures in July, but everything has been moved forward this summer. It's so strange. My neighbor, they're the milk farmers, they did first cut silage last week or this week. It's almost 3 weeks ahead of time, I would say, but the grass has just exploded and is already going to seed. So that's why the milk farmers, they need to take their crop off quite early. But yeah, things are going great here. The outdoor kitchen is not quite finished. I'm sort of just, I don't really know where to take it. I don't know where to have the shelves and things, but I would say maybe it's 90% complete. And then the terrace here, this is the fun part. I love building stuff like this. I'm really not good at building. I don't think things through very well. I do maybe plan 1 or 2 steps ahead, but there's a lot of problem solving in between, and I like that. I like that part of building something. Yeah, it's a mixture of bought timber and stuff that I've had on the farm. So just trying to do the best with what I have, but it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a sort of a fence on the outside area here, and then the roof is gonna go up, and then we can start buying some nice outdoor furniture. Maybe have a couch, tables and chairs, so we can actually start using this place. You can't go through life carrying these 2 briefcases, where one is all the regrets you have about the past and the other is all the worries you have about the future. Sometimes you need to just let go of your suitcases and just be in the moment. So be in the moment, yeah.
William Anderson was blind as an alley cat. Old man on the streets of Edinburgh. He was my friend for a day, taught me many things. I watched him walk the streets in faithfulness. My granny sang soft and sweet old gospel melodies, still driving at the age of 93. She almost got to 100 before she took her last, and everyone who knew her called her blessed. I remember you, my friend, how you came and took my hand. May seem like it was years ago. You walked me through promised land. Marilyn was kind, you see, that girl was always so good to me. Sometimes I thought I was in love. She taught me to laugh out loud and to cry more often. She was my noonday joy. And I remember you, my friend, how you came and took my hand. May seem like it was years ago. You walked me through the promised land.
And after yet another active day with time for both family, the animals and our garden, the sky offered one of the most beautiful performances so far during these first days of summer. And as the sun slowly slipped down towards the horizon to briefly dip its light in the northwest, it was time to collect the eggs that the layer hens had so kindly left for us during the day.
Tragedy struck one day and now she's gone away. Dallas wept like a thunderstorm. I remember you, my friend, how you came and took my hand. May seem like it was years ago. You walked me through. You walked me through the promised land.
During an evening walk around the pastures, I followed the joyous sound of a group of youngsters sitting on top of King Bear's mound and playing music under the last rays of the summer sun for the day. The realization of how important it is for people to have access to open and beautiful places in nature is something I'm constantly reminded of when I'm out among the animals in the pastures. Especially in our modern times, when so much of our lives may be lived in urban cities, the slightly wild and untamed nature has become increasingly alien and absent in our lives. To the modern person, nature is a place to rest, play, socialize, and recover from the stresses of everyday modern life. A place to experience nature not only as a resource to be used, but as an almost spiritual place, where we can go to experience something modern society never can give us. Such places must be preserved and cared for, not only for ourselves in the times we live, but as an important legacy we can pass on and give to future generations. As a conservation farmer, I realized early on that there's a lot of work and resources required for such traditional and valuable landscapes and places to remain for us to enjoy today and tomorrow. Not prioritizing the management of valuable nature is to make both our lives and the lives of future generations poorer, as a landscape quickly overgrows when the farmer and their grazing animals are no longer around. Later in the afternoon the next day, a long-awaited rain moved in over the valley. Summertime is a lot about reuniting, not only with the simple things in life, but also with good friends that you've missed. Our dear friend Olle decided to visit from Värmland for a few days. Olle is probably the one person who's meant the most to our family and our opportunity to live here on the farm and take care of the pastures with our animals. It was my wife who met him for the first time almost 14 years ago. And through that meeting, I was also led to the farm to eventually put down my roots and one day take over the lease. Olle's intuitive sense and knowledge for animals and the workings of the natural world has always been something that helped guide me to find my own way forward. During the weekend, Olle will help herd the ewes through the valley from one paddock to another. But on this beautiful evening, we get to enjoy each other's company and some good food instead.
Så kan man ge upp när man har fått det. Ja, visst ja. Ja. To think that this was the winter paddock of the steers and now it's empty. They're out on pasture and they're super happy, and they left me with all this to clean up. I don't know if you can see, but yep, there's a lot of manure here, old manure that they left to clean up, but I'll gladly do it. during the summer, prepare for next winter. Make sure that this place is in tip-top shape so that they can come back next fall or in the autumn when the grasses stop growing, and you know, we will go through the motions all over again. But I am so enjoying summer. I'm so happy. Life is so easy. When you compare it to winter, life is so easy. It's great. I'm so happy. Melons sen. Det här är två som inte har kommit upp, men de... Ja. So it's time to plant some melons in the greenhouse. So let's see, we can do this. So my wife has picked some melons from seed, and we're gonna plant them here. It's the first time we do it this year, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to protect them better than the cucumbers. Here you can see all the small birds they've eaten from our cucumbers. This one is probably not gonna make it at all. This one looks better, but yeah, it's all the sparrows. The little sparrows that fly in here. I need to fix a better door for them. So I'm going to build a new frame, and I'm going to put chicken wire over it so that I can have this open, because the ventilation is really good and really important. But yeah, it's always a fight with nature, isn't it? Who wants it most? Alright, so let's plant these. The weather is going to turn now. I'm so relieved because finally it's we're gonna get some real rain. It's 100% chance now for 12 millimeters tonight. So it's the first starting to get a little cloudy now. It's the last sunshine for the day, I think. Rain is going to start a little bit later tonight, and then in the middle of the night at 2-3 a.m. we're going to get a lot of rain. So yeah, that's such a relief. I'm really happy, really happy. Now I'm just observing the sparrows. They are so smart. I wonder how they managed. They're still getting in. I'm going to build this door, and hopefully it'll discourage them a little bit at least. But they are really good at getting in small, tight spaces.
det blir jättebra. Tack.
I don't know how old these gases are. But they say they get kind of life without our time.
Exactly. That was perfect.
So we didn't get very much rain last night, unfortunately. I think they promised 11 millimeters, and I think we got 5. But I got the roof on at least. I was preparing for 11. So good, looking very nice. I'm very happy about this. So now we just need to do the outer rail here, or a paneling on the outside of this little fence area. And then we can start buying some nice outdoor furniture. And hopefully start using this for some epic breakfasts, dinners, lunches outside. And the kitchen is looking really good as well. We got these yesterday, which sort of make it so that the rain doesn't, you know, blow in from the side here. I'm gonna fix the water, of course, in the sink. Yeah, just some minor adjustments here, but all in all, it's looking really good. I'm very happy.
Oj, oj, oj. Ja. Jag tar en dinosaurie här, tror jag. Ja, det kan det göra. Jag behöver gul och rött. Kan vi ta resten?
So the ewes that we moved this morning, they've done a really wonderful job here, shortening the grass, and this whole area here really nicely grazed. This whole paddock is 10 hectares, so it's quite big, but this is quite a nice area here to demonstrate how they've done. A lot of grass has come down, and a lot of the shrubs and the bushes that otherwise would come up here, they've done a wonderful job at keeping it down and making sure that sunlight reaches the ground here, so that we can have the whole summer now. This will rest And it'll be a space for flowers and herbs to be able to establish themselves, and yeah, so we can lay the groundwork for a nice summer in bloom here in this paddock at least. Let the flowers and the herbs do their thing, and then the ewes will come back towards the late summer. And with this rain that we just got, absolutely fantastic, amazing. There's a thunderstorm that just passed as well, so quite dramatic. But yeah, beautiful. This is what I like to see. Shortly grazed, not too much, enough for there to be a good regrowth with the good conditions. Now we just need to wait for the rain, and it will do the rest. So it feels that there's something different about this summer, something in my mindset or in my general well-being. I feel a lot more calm, a lot more relaxed when it comes to, you know, the whole going into summer and having the animals out on grazing, which can usually sometimes be a very stressful time of the year. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. But somehow I feel really relaxed this year. I don't know what it is, but I feel almost like life can throw whatever it wants at me. I'll manage it, you know. I can cope. And that's really special. That's new. And feeling that sort of relaxed sense right now opens up the, you know, my mindset to being able to appreciate things a lot more and see the beauty around me. And yeah, what a gift, really. I feel so blessed. So it's Sunday today, and beautiful. It's not too hot. The little puppy dog Asta, she came on Friday. We picked her up. It's going really well, I must say. I'm very impressed with her and how she can be. She's a very calm puppy, but I think she's going to be a wonderful member of our family. Of course, the kids are super thrilled, and we have. Oh, I picked too much on that one. We have a lot of beautiful, wonderful years to look forward to spending together with her. I'm really happy we have a dog, finally. So I'm harvesting some mynta today. I forget what this is in English. What we do is we'll freeze these. I won't dry them, but I'll freeze them fresh. And then make tea out of them, because I love tea. This kind of tea with honey. And my wife loves this in yogurts to have with meat dishes or anything. I'm just taking the big leaves now and leaving the small ones so that they can give us another harvest, hopefully.
Starting the summer harvest already in these small ways. Smells so wonderful, so fresh. So I'm gonna go in and make a cup of tea with this now, or some of this, and then I'll freeze the rest, and we'll let this regrow. Happy days. Ja, vad är det? Duktig tjej, ja. That's a good dog.
Eller de är såhär en aska såhär.
De är ju jättestora jämfört med henne. Aj, min tå!
And so the beautiful days continue together with our little new family member. You can only expect that it takes time to establish the loving connection you need to be able to take care of those you love. But when it comes to our little Asta, she really stole our hearts right away.
Takes you right back to the kitchen. You can almost smell the cake that your grandma made on your birthday.
The days continued to be filled with chores, like helping the neighbor Lena to drive the bales to the horses, while he changes valve packs on his loader, something he's been talking about for years now, but which finally seems to be happening.
Like a Tennessee river in the morning takes your breath without a warning.
Like home.
Like smoke rising up from the mountains, all the beauty surrounds.
Like
Ja, vi får sätta
Like
öron.
Alice and Dolly singing.
In about a week, it's time to drive all the collection of the winter's bale plastic to a collection facility a few miles outside of town.
feels like home.
Since the plastic is of such great quality, it's collected and recycled all across Sweden and made into new plastic materials.
Have you ever been driving down the highway, looking at the sunset? It'll make you forget.
My neighbor Lennart has a little machine that takes all the plastic and compacts it into an easy-to-handle square bale. Together we'll load all the bales onto a trailer, and in a week I'll drive it over to the collection facility.
Sounds just like the wind singing your name. Feels like
As the chores constantly replace each other, there's an underlying feeling that never seems to go away. One of finally feeling in my life that I've found my way home. A place where I can not only enjoy the good things in life, but also experience that I'm a small part of other people's lives as well. It's a feeling that no amount of money in the world can buy, but one that comes naturally when you realize that we are all interdependent of each other for our own happiness and well-being. We're all born with the ability to do something positive and beautiful for each other and our world. And even though our modern world seems to be facing bigger problems than we think we can solve, maybe now is a good time to fall in love with the natural world. Only through doing that, we'll know how best we can protect it, so we have something of value to hand over to future generations.
feels like home. Feels like home. Feels like home. Feels like